We like Maya and Mill. Oh,
I was taking a picture.
I thought we was like Maya and Mill. Hi guys.
Hey.
We just got back from Chuck E. Cheese.
We're Kamille.
I think I said it wrong. It's Chuck E. Cheese's, but
whatever.
Yeah, we decided to do our coming out stories and a few tips on coming out. So,
and let y'all see me a little bit.
Yeah, so, and
I mean candy. I like candy. Ain't no chocolate.
Do you think that we should tell them our ages? Do you think that, like...
I mean, I'm 18. Yeah. I'll be 18 on Sunday.
And I'm 17. I'll be 18 in September. So, when I came out, I was... Get out.
You don't even have your candy.
Please get out.
You're ruining our video.
It's really
Come in. Come show your face.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Come be seen.
Come on.
See, I left my candy.
Come on.
Cut this out later. You know that.
Come on. This is my little sister.
Hey, Nay. Let me pick your nose.
Okay, now get out.
Bye, Nay.
Say bye to say bye. Bye. Go. Good night.
Good night.
I'll sleep with this song so people could think that I'm up.
All right, Goofy.
All right, close the door.
Love you. You not listen to me, listen.
Okay. So when I came out, I was 12 or 13.
When I came out, like 13, 14.
Yeah, I was 12 or 13.
My coming out story is kind of, I don't know, but yeah.
Mine's kind of I don't know, too. So.
How many vampires does it take to put in a light bulb? None. Vampires like the dark.
Okay, y'all think that was funny, but
Wait, one more.
Babe, please.
Wait, just one more. What is the best way to keep water from running? Don't pay the water bill.
Okay.
Alright, sorry.
Yeah, I was 12 or 13 when I first came out. I was in the 8th grade, so I must have been about 13. And I didn't actually get a chance to tell my mom, because when I was in the 8th grade, like, I'm not gonna say I was bullied, because at one point, I was kind of a bully, I think. Not really a bully, but I don't know what I was. But
I can't tell you, I didn't know it back then.
Yeah, so me and this girl, we were getting into it, and we were in the classroom, and at the time, it's like I was going through so much. I was losing weight because I was gay, and I didn't tell my mom, wasn't telling my brothers. I only told my sisters because there were so many times when people was just coming at me about talking to females, and I felt like my sister was gonna hear about it. So I told my sister, and that's the only person who knew in my family. But I was getting into it with this girl, and I was in class, and like she asked me, like, how would you like it if I went to your doorstep and I told your mom you were gay? And I'm like, girl, do it. But I was really, like, on the inside, I was like, oh, please, just be talking. But, so at that point, like, the teacher, he sent me out the classroom, and I went to the office. And when I went to the office, I was in the principal's office, and I called my sister, and I was like, Kaisha, I'm gonna have to tell mom, like, so when I come home, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna sit on her bed, and I'm gonna tell mom, and this is how it's gonna go. And I had it all planned out in my head. I was gonna come out to my mom, but my vice principal was right there, and she heard the entire thing. And when she heard that, she called the counselor in her office, and she told the counselor what I said verbatim. And then when my mom and my sister, everybody, they came up to the school, we black, so they came up there ready to fight. So but yeah, so when my mom came up there and she was in the vice principal's office, the vice principal, she looked at me and she said, I think that you guys need to talk, and I think that you should tell her right now. And I told her, I was like, hold up, I'm gonna tell my mom on our own time, and this is not what I want to do. Everybody's right here, and I don't want to tell my mom in front of everybody, so I'm not about to do that. And you need to stop talking. And
I thought you were talking to me.
So I got out. I was mad. I got up and I left out the office, and I walked out. I came back. I got myself together. I came back, and I just looked through her door had like a square window. So I looked through her little window, and I seen my mom, and she was shedding tears, and I said, Jesus. Nah, I'm just playing. But I seen the counselor, and I was like, wow, like, she told my mom. And the counselor was mad, but when, that don't even matter. But when I got home, you know, like, I talked to my mom, and she was really, like, she was hurt because I didn't feel like I could tell her. And she was calling everybody. Like, I got a couple gay aunties, and she called all my gay aunties. Girl, guess who gay? Guess who? But, you know, everybody know now. My grandparents, like, everybody knows. And that's my coming out story. I didn't get to tell my mom, but that's how it went. I planned on doing it. I should have, and I wish I would have, but I didn't get to. That's my coming out story. What's yours, baby? You look good.
You're so pretty.
You too, baby. What is it?
Alright. My coming out story. I was like, hold on, let me get this thing real quick. Get myself right. Banana Laffy Taffy is the shit.
The bag is mine.
Shit. Huh? Wait, what bag?
This bag's mine, baby. Okay. What's your coming out story, bro?
I'm about to tell them right now. Alright, so I was like, well, growing up, I always knew I liked girls. For some reason, I looked at girls in a different way than I looked at boys. I didn't really, well, I guess you could say I kind of like boys too, but I knew it was something different about girls. And me, personally, I kind of always knew, well, I was always told that it was wrong. Like, my dad, I'm not going to say he's a big homophobe, but he don't like gay people. And so as I got older, I started having crushes on girls and talking to girls. Excuse me. And, you know, I was afraid for my dad to find out. I never wanted him to find out. Because I thought he wasn't going to love me no more. And I was really, really close to my dad. I'm like his firstborn. I'm his baby. So when I was like in the 7th grade, I told my brother. Well, he kind of asked me one day. No, that's wrong. I told my sister that I like girls. And then she told my brother. And then my brother came and asked me.
You told Papa?
Yeah.
Why you told me you told Marcus?
I did tell Marcus. Because one day, let me tell you the whole thing. One day I was at home and I was listening to music. And I thought I was about myself. And I was walking around dressed like this, sagging my pants off, and rapping and stuff. And then my sister walked in and she was like, she just looked at me. And she didn't say nothing. And she was getting ready to walk out. She was like, Maya, I hope you're not gay. And I started laughing. And she was like, you are, huh? And I was like, I like girls. And then my brother came by that same night. And he asked me, he was like, come here, let me talk to you. I was like, what? He was like, you like girls? You gay? I was like, I ain't gonna say I'm gay, but I mean, like, I'm attracted to girls. I like girls. I was like, just don't tell mom. Like, don't tell my mom, don't tell my dad. My brothers and sisters knew not to tell my dad, but like the next night, my mom, she called me in the room, and like all my brothers and sisters was in there. It's like 8 of us, and I'm number 7, so all my older siblings were in there, and my mom was like, close the door. So I closed the door, I locked it, and then everybody was just looking at me. And then my mom was like, I'm going to ask you this, and I want you to tell me the truth. I don't want you to lie to me. And then she was like, do you like girls? And I was just stuck. Like, I couldn't say nothing. And everybody was just looking at me like, tell her. I was just like, tell her what? And she was like, don't lie to me. I was like, all right, yeah, I do. And she started crying. She started busting out in tears. And she said, me personally, she said that it wasn't so much of the fact that I was gay. She said that it was because I didn't come to her and tell her first, but I don't think that was true. Because I know, like, realistically, I mean, unless you are gay, I don't think any straight parent wants their kids to be gay. Like, that's not something people want for their kids. So I know she was kind of hurt by that also, but she accepted it more than my dad did. But then I kind of went around telling them. After that, I was in like the 7th grade, and after that, I kind of used to say, like, you know, I didn't like girls anymore, but I didn't think anybody believed me. But, you know, all that changed once I got to high school. I was just like, you know what? If everybody else here can be comfortable with themselves, so can I. So I just became who you see right now, and I've been happy with myself ever since. I mean, my dad still doesn't accept it too much, but I mean, hey.
He's an asshole. But he told me to call him dad one day. I felt so honored.
My dad's not an asshole. He's just my dad.
He's a comedian.
That's just who
like,
he is.
For real, so he be talking shit.
But yeah, that's my coming out story, and I mean, everybody since my freshman year of high school, everybody just kind of knew because I changed the way I dressed and started bringing girls around, and you know, ain't nothing really nobody said or did about it. They just, you know.
Yeah, like my whole thing.
I mean, my brothers and sisters, my bad, they cut you off. But my brothers and sisters, they play around a lot, like calling me a boy and stuff like that. And I don't really like that because I don't feel like I'm not trying to be a boy. I'm just comfortable like this. This is who I am, and it makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like it. But I mean,
baby, this is a woman right here.
Babe, stop. But I mean, I'm still young, and my brothers and sisters are way older than me, but that's my coming out story. That's about it.
Yeah, my whole thing, like, I was scared to come out only because I don't know what it was. Like, honestly, I feel like everybody, it's not just me, but it's with everybody. It's some people who just don't give a fuck. But, you know, it's something about coming out to your family. It's something about,
well, actually, I wasn't scared to come out. I just wasn't ready.
I don't know.
I wasn't scared. I mean, I was scared to tell my dad, and I never formally came out to my dad. We've always had, like, he knows, but I've never been like, Dad, I'm gay. You know, unless it was like in an argument. I never sat down and talked to my dad about, you know, me or whatever. But I felt like I was young, and I felt like I never actually said I was gay back then when I came out. I told my brother that I was like bisexual, girls, yeah. Like that I still like boys too. But I was young. I was 13. I was confused. Not even confused. I was learning about myself.
And you know what I told
was becoming
Kaisha?
Who I am, you know?
Yeah, you know what I told Kaisha? I was like, because when I told her, I was like, you know, I like, and I told her, like, the person I was talking to, I said, I think I like, I don't know what the fuck I said, but she was like, she was on the phone with somebody, and she took the phone off her ear, and she was like, my nigga, you gay? And I was like, well, I'm not gay, I just think I'm, like, curious.
No, I never really have labeled myself. It's just easier to tell people that.
Right.
But I don't know. I wasn't ready to tell nobody, you know?
Yeah.
And I hate that wasn't my choice to be able to sit down and talk to my mom and tell her how I felt.
Right.
Because at the time when she asked me, I still didn't know. I mean, I knew I was attracted to girls, but all the questions she was asking me, I didn't know how to answer them because I still didn't know myself.
Yeah. That seems kind of hard, like a person coming to you asking, you know? But
I mean, but if anybody asks me now, I have the answers. That's because I've developed more and I know more about it and I know more about who I am. But at 13, what do you really know?
Exactly.
But I mean, as far as... Go ahead, baby.
I used to, like, when I was young, or when I was younger, I used to look at females like, oh my goodness, like, and I had went to a party one day, and there was this one girl at the party, and she walked in, and I'm just looking at her, and I was like, what the fuck? And I would always think about females that I had seen, and I'm just like, damn. And that thought would never leave my head, but when I seen this one female in particular, I was just talking to my sister about that. I was talking to my sister about her, and I was talking to everybody, and I'm just like, and I told Kaisha, I was like, dang, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, she looked good. But I mean, I used to always tell myself, like, Kamille, you are not gay. Like, you cannot be gay. I used to always just talk to myself. I used to say it out loud, too, like, you're not gay. You cannot be gay. You are not gay. Like, but you too.
But I mean, I don't know. Alright. But I mean, as far as coming out, like, any tips on that we have? I mean, my number one thing is, for one, tell people you feel like you can trust. Because I mean, but that you can really, really trust. Because I feel like I could trust my brother. But I mean, he kind of forced me to come out when he told my mom. That's number one. And then number two would be come out when you're ready.
Right.
And then sit down and don't ever say it when you're angry. Don't do that. Don't, because me and my dad have gotten into many arguments, and I would throw stuff in his face or yell at him and say that, but that's not the right way to do it. When you're ready to sit down and have the talk with your parents. And at the
same time, in the same breath, like don't let it come from nobody else. Yeah. Let that shit come from you.
From your mouth.
Like, exactly. Don't let nobody tell your business. Don't let nobody deliver no messages for you.
Right, and then on top of that, what was I finna say? Damn, babe, you made me forget.
I'm sorry.
I don't know, but it was important.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just don't let nobody do it for you, and be ready to do it.
Right.
And then also, not even if you're sneaking around, but if you're not ready, but you're exploring and you are talking to girls, or if you're a boy and you're talking to boys, and somebody finds out and you don't want them to know, don't lie about it.
Right.
I mean, if they find out, just go ahead and tell them, like,
exactly.
Well, yeah. If you don't really have an answer on what your sexuality is, just be like, well, I'm curious. I don't know. Right. I feel this kind of way, and I'm just exploring how I feel to see if that's really how I feel.
Exactly. And just
don't lie and be like, no, and deny who you are, because at the end of the day, if that's who you are, that's who you are. And as the person I am, I'm proud. I ain't gonna say I'm a lesbian or I'm gay, I'm whatever, because I'm Maya. Actually, that's who I am. But as a girl who's in a relationship with another girl, I'm proud. That's who I am. That's what I am. That's what I do.
And just like my baby just said, like, that's for anybody. It's not just for lesbians. It's for men too. It's for everybody. Like, don't
bisexual,
exactly.
whatever.
It's for everybody.
Trans,
whoever you are.
It don't
whoever
matter.
you are.
Be proud of who you are. Don't ever be ashamed.
If you're not even labeled, it's for whoever you are. Whatever you call yourself. Whatever whatever you call it. Whatever you want to name it. It's for anybody.
Any and everybody.
Exactly.
That's not nobody's. And don't let nobody ever make you feel bad about who you are, because the world is full of all type of, judgment and prejudice and racism all towards any and everything.
Exactly.
And everybody gets discriminated against.
And in life, it's always gonna be at least one person, not even one. It's gonna be many people who judge you, who don't like it, who don't
not even just for your sexuality, but for amongst other things, for the way you talk, for the way you act, for all that.
But
people are gonna judge you regardless.
Can't nobody live your life for you.
And don't let their judgment dictate how you act.
Exactly. You gotta.
Don't let that keep you in the closet or keep you afraid of telling your family. If you feel like you got a family that if you tell them they're gonna disown you, that's their fault. Exactly. They're missing out on somebody great. Because after a while, I stopped caring about how my dad would feel. Because sometimes I would dress boyish, and I would change or fix myself when I got around him. After a while, I just started being me, because I didn't care anymore. I'm his daughter, and if he's gonna love me, then he's gonna love me. If he's not, then he's not. I can't make him. But my dad loves me. That's just
But
that's just life.
Right.
You're never gonna be up all night eating all this candy.
Yeah. So we might make another video. But this is our coming out stories and tips on coming out. It's for everybody. It's not just for lesbians, like I said before. And we hope you guys like it.
Comment on it.
Like it.
Subscribe to us.
Right.
Share it with your friends.
Right, and we are new to YouTube. Like I said in our last video, our first video. I'm Kamille.
Maya.
That's my girlfriend Maya. And we'll be making more videos. We'll probably make another one right after this one. But this one is pretty long, so hopefully y'all get through this video without skipping or just cutting us off. But, we're gonna make another video, but yeah.
We're gonna redo this one.
No, we're not.
We're gonna cut it.
Alright.
Cut some shit out.
Alright, but okay guys.
Bye.
Bye. Like, share, subscribe, all of it.